With the call of the 144th Kentucky Derby, the voice of the Triple Crown, Larry Colmus.
Thank you very much, Mike. Vino Rosso just went into the starting gate. My Boy Jack is taking his position in stall 10 here. And the last couple to go into the gate will be Noble Indy and Combatant. Noble Indy, one of the 3 horses in this race, wearing the colors of Windstar Farm. He's got that orange cap. That'll make things a little bit easier to pick him out among the top 3 runners there. Here comes Combatant up to the outside stall under Ricardo Santana Jr. They're all in line, and we are ready for the start. They're off in the Kentucky Derby. And Justify had a good beginning. The expected pace setter, Promises Fulfilled, will go out to lead them. Justify is right after him, and Bolt Doro is close and just to the outside of them. Then Good Magic, Noble Indy on the outside. Flame Away is down toward the rail. They're followed by Firenze Fires about 5 lengths from the front. Ravazzo is next. Mendelssohn is 6 lengths off the lead, splitting horses as they move into that turn. Then Free Drop Billy down on the inside. Audible is alongside of him, and Tyson is next. And then comes Magnum Moon, who's undefeated and back near the back of the pack early on. Lone Sailor's down toward the inside. Then Combatant Hofberg, Instilled Regard, Vino Rosso. My Boy Jack is second last. And Solomini is the last of 23-year-olds who complete the first half mile in a swift 45.77 seconds. Up the backstretch of the Kentucky Derby, and Justify is just to the outside of Promises Fulfilled. The 2 of them are matching strides on the lead. Victor Espinoza has Bolt Doro on the far outside, running in 3rd. Flame Away is 4th and down on the inside. Good Magic 5th between those 2. Firenze Fire is down toward the rail. Then Noble Indy. Free Drop Billy. Ryan Moore starting to ask a bit more from Mendelssohn. He has his work cut out for him as they make their way into the far turn. There goes Justify. Justify takes the lead as they round the far turn. He opens up now to a length. Bolt Doro comes after him. Good Magic is in the midst of his rally, and it's a 3-wide bid toward Justify as they make their way toward the top of the stretch. Justify and Good Magic start to pull away from the others, and they're into the stretch. And it's Justify and Mike Smith turning for home in front. Good Magic and Jose Ortiz a length behind as they come into the final furlong. Bravazzo's down the center of the track, and then Audible on the inside, who's now up in a 3rd. Justify a 2-length lead as they come to the final 16. Good Magic on the outside is 2nd. Audible 3rd toward the inside. Then Instilled Regard. They're coming to the wire. He's just awesome. Justify has won the Kentucky Derby. It was very close for a second. Audible may have got there inside of Good Magic. Then Instilled Regard in a final time of 2 minutes 4.20 seconds. He's still undefeated.
For the first time in 136 years, a horse who did not race as a 2-year-old has won the Kentucky Derby. Justify, with Hall of Famer Mike Smith, who wins his 2nd Kentucky Derby.
Really good ride. Mike Smith got him out of the gate quickly and got a great position early.
That might be the easiest Kentucky Derby I've ever seen one. I thought I win, but I mean, probably 3, 4, maybe, Mikey. I mean, it looked like you were just cruising. I mean, I know you asked him, but he's just beautiful. He is, and he's
You heard Greg Blasey, the outrider, next to Mike Smith. Look it up. Mike has done everything. He's won everything. Big Money Mike, as you know, his nickname, those of you who follow the sport. At age 52, still going, keeps going. Only 1 Kentucky Derby in his 23 attempts at this race, and wins it with a terrific horse as Bob Baffert trains his 5th Kentucky Derby winning horse.
Well, the most critical part in any Kentucky Derby is the start, and Mike Smith said he wanted to get Justified out of there quick. He did. Justify, as soon as the gates opened, Justify, Mike sent him hard. I mean, he got after him really quickly, but Justify responded, established his position so that nobody could push him around, squeeze him back, make him in any dirt. Mike moves him out about in the 8th pat and allows Promises Fulfilled to take the early lead, but they were smoking the first part.
They were smoking. As Mike often says, you don't want to take away your horse's strength. You don't want to try to get him out of his comfort zone. Obviously, Justify wanted to go. Mike wasn't going to fight him. The half mile, 45.77. That's flying, and they were head and head. At this point, you had to be a little worried. just before the turn for home, but then he spurts away.
I was worried at the half-mile pole, but when I saw this, Mike Smith turning for home and Justify opening up, good magic, made a little bit of a run at him. I thought maybe he would be the biggest challenger, but again, Justify felt the pressure, responded to the moment, opened up again, as Baffert called it. Just a brilliant performance by a raw talent.
We said before the race, if Mike Smith could get Justify in that sweet spot, sitting second outside Promises Fulfilled, ball game over. Look at his face. Not a speck of mud anywhere on him.
Just like always dreaming last year. Clean run, Derby champion.